Okay, this is kind of a joke. It's kind of not a joke. So we're going to talk about foot binding and its purpose and when it's allegedly started. I guess it was like the five dynasties and the 10 kingdoms in the 10th century. I believe that was in China, and they tried to ban it in 17th century and failed. It was popular by I don't know if it's called Qing or Qing dynasty, Qing dynasty from like 1644 to 1912, if I remember correctly. It was right around there, so they lasted close to 400 years. So foot binding was very popular, and that's because small feet were beautiful. And I started thinking about that, and I'm going, yeah, I mean, small feet show a petite woman, and I understand that, and I understand that it represents like beauty and small, and they said it's like a lotus flower type of thing. I also think that it's borderline torture to bind a woman's foot, so she's essentially immobile, right? And I'm going, okay, why would you promote foot binding? And I started reading into it, and I started asking some questions, and what they had said in the things that I was reading and understanding was that it was the elites of the society who promoted foot binding first. And I'm like, and then it caught on to everybody, down to the what you call the lower class or the peasants or whatever. Foot binding became a popular thing. I think it started with 10th century dancers, so it'd be like court dancers for the emperor, or maybe it was shoguns in Japan. I'm not sure, but I know that foot binding was very popular in China during certain centuries. And I got to thinking about it, and I went, well, I mean, you're essentially physically disabling your partner in an era in which having full mobility and being as strong and capable as possible is not just a survival strategy, but a requirement. So why would you just about physically disable a woman to where she can't leave the house? And then I realized, oh, the elites did it first, and it's probably because a princess ran off to the nearest kingdom and smashed on the prince and caused wars, probably. And then I started thinking about it, and I went, that's probably precisely what it was, because if the elites started it, they were foot binding women, so they weren't mobile enough to go over to the next kingdom over and cheat on their current husband. So what we have inherited hypergamy that's been going on for nearly a millennia in in one of the oldest cultures in the world, and the only solution they had was bind their feet to the point where they're immobile, which is disgusting, to say the least, on both sides. Is they couldn't come to a what you would call a cooperative compromise to where the women wouldn't stop cheating on their men, and the men had to physically disable the women to get back in the kitchen. Which is like, I hate to put it that way, it sounds as disgusting as possible, but that's essentially the bottom line of the story. It didn't have to do with beauty and art and all that other stuff. It had to do with keeping a woman in the kitchen. So then I think about Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers. They had Peach wearing a pink dress, and you went through 9 castles, and every time you got through level 1 to level 9, it was like, oh, sorry, the princess is in another castle. And it's like, oh my God, Princess Peach is bouncing from castle to castle. You don't see the prince in there. You don't hear about the prince. It's just a spiked turtle throwing fire at you at the end. But there's a prince in each castle, I assure you. You just never hear about it. That's the inside joke of that story. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Princess Peach is banging another prince in another castle. Try again. Anyways, that's the inside fucking joke when you think about foot binding and also Super Mario Brothers. I don't know what to say. I just keep seeing this stuff deeper and deeper, going, oh God, they're mocking hypergamy. And it's been going on for a millennia, and we still don't have an answer to keep women from running off to go bang the next prince. Anyways, have a nice fucking day.